I had no idea that there is a filter in Photoshop that allows you to create this kind of amazing effects, but now I know. So here's the video, let's get started. Hey, what's up guys, Dhruval here back with another video, and as you can see, this is the final output and this is the original image that I'm going to use. I will also use this texture, and if you want to use any of these images, the download link is in video description, so feel free to use it. Now to create this effect, first thing I will do is double click on my background layer and unlock it. Now I need to make a copy of it, so I'm gonna press Ctrl J. So as you can see, we have a copy here. Now it's time to apply the filter, so I'm gonna go to filter, and there you have this option for stylize here, and there you have extrude. Now you cannot see the live preview, but here's the simple logic. This is blocks, this is pyramid, so this will be triangles and this will be squares. And for the size and depth, the bigger the numbers, the thicker and longer streaks you will create. I'm going with 20 and 40. It's 30 by 30 I think by default, but for me it's 20 and 40, and always select random for this effect, and then I will go and hit OK. So as you can see, it has created this really weird looking output. Now you cannot control like how much pyramids, the squares do you need. You have to roll with whatever the Photoshop gives you. So this is what we got, and now we have to utilize this. So here's what I'm gonna do, right? First of all, I will apply a layer mask. This third icon you see here, apply that and select your mask and then press Ctrl I. And if you are on Apple system, press Command I. So basically this mask will hide everything on this layer, but it is still there, okay? So now I'm gonna select my brush tool and I will make sure that my foreground color is completely white. Now make sure you have selected the mask. The image and mask, they are different things. So I have selected my layer mask and I have white color here with 100% opacity. Now I will make my brush slightly bigger. I'm using my bracket keys to make it bigger and smaller. Now you have to paint with white color wherever you need this effect, as you can see. So I need this on the hair and a little bit on the forehead. Now don't worry about the outside area. I know the brush is really soft and you have to keep it soft. So don't worry about the outside area. Just paint it in the areas where you need it. So I'm gonna paint a little bit here on the dress and also a little bit here. If you wanna see, let's look at it. My hardness is completely 0%. So let's go and start painting here again. So take your time and paint it really nicely. Now if you want to remove it from somewhere, you have to paint with black color. So I want to remove it from her skin here a little bit. So you can paint with black color to remove something, and a little bit here and a little bit there, and that looks nice. Now here's the problem, right? If we zoom in, you can see there is a lot of boxes on the outside and we don't need that. So you have to make a different kind of selection. So go and select your third option here, as you can see. Right click and make sure you have selected this polygon lasso tool. Now this will allow you to make selection in completely straight lines, and that is going to be really helpful in this scenario. So I'm just gonna go and start making the selection of the boxes. So you can just point and click, and that is it. There's no big deal in this effect, in the selection process. So as you can see, I have done the best selection I can do for now. So when you are done with the selection, just go and whenever you want to close it, just double click and it will make a selection of it. See, it's simple as that. Now go and select your brush like every time, and we want to remove it, right? So we will paint with black color in layer mask. So let's paint with black color and remove the unnecessary area that we don't need it. You can follow the same for this, but I think here it looks really nice if you don't remove it. So now I'm gonna go to select, and then I will go and select deselect. So here comes the important part, okay, for this area. So all you have to do is just keep your brush really soft and paint with black color until you remove the dark parts that will be created because of the eye, because it's really dark. So you have to match it with the foreground as nicely as possible. A simple soft brush will do the trick for you. It's not a big deal, believe me. So the basic output is ready and it looks really nice. Now it's time to give it some more depth. You can keep it here, it's your personal choice. But what I would like to do is create a new blank layer from this second last icon. Then I will press Ctrl, Alt, Shift and E. So what it will do is create a JPG of the image that we just created inside Photoshop. Then I go to filter and then I go to filter gallery. Let's zoom out so you can see properly. So in the filter gallery, what I like to do is make sure that my edge thickness is 0 and the posterization that's on maximum, and the edge intensity is as minimum as possible. So here we have 1%. That looks really nice, and then go and hit OK. So now if we zoom in and if I turn it on and off, you can see it gives us that really cool effect, and it separates the boxes, the extrude effect, really nice. So it looks really good. So the basic effect tutorial is over here, and now I will apply a texture to make it look better. So if you wanna continue, please keep watching. So here we have the paper texture, and now I'm gonna press Ctrl A, Ctrl C to copy it. I will come back here and I will press Ctrl V. Now the texture is really small, so I will press Ctrl T and let's rotate it first. I will hold on my shift key so we can rotate it real nice. Then I will press Alt and Shift, and then I will make it bigger. See, now I can make it bigger from both sides, like all the sides at once. And then I will go and confirm it. Then I will change its blending mode to multiply. Now as you can see, it is really dark and I don't want it on the woman. So I will go and select this third option here, the layer mask. Select my brush tool, and what do? We use black color to remove something in the layer mask. So I will remove it from the model because I don't want it there. So let's go and remove it as nicely as possible. I like to keep some of this on the edges because it blends really nice, and let's do it here. Now as you can see, the texture is really dark. So to get rid of that, I will go and create a new adjustment layer, and I will select levels, and here I will make my texture really bright and also a bit brightness in highlights too. Now you can see it is also affecting the image below it. So I will go and click on this little icon here and it will clip it. So now this level effect, like the adjustment layer, will only be affected on the texture. So as you can see, so now I can go back to my levels and adjust it really nice, and let's go and make it a slightly more brighter. So that looks really good. I would also like to make my model brighter, but also separately. So I will select my layer 1, create a new adjustment layer, and as always I will select levels and make also her a bit more brighter. So as you can see, now this only affects the model, not the texture. And then for overall effect, I will go and create a new adjustment layer and then select vibrance and make my vibrance to all the way 100%. Then I will go and create a new adjustment layer and select curves and just lift up this thing a little so we have overall brightness, so it looks really nice since the hair and dress are really dark. So we got that done, and now it's time to create the popular lighting. So create a new blank layer from here. And here I will go and make sure that I have selected some kind of bluish tone. You can go with any color you want, just make sure it matches really good, okay? So this bluish tone looks really nice to me, and I will make my brush really big like that, and my hardness is on 0%, as you can see. So just go and make a click like that, and then change its blending mode to screen. And I will move it a little bit here so we can see the lighting really nice. And you can also put this lighting under your vibrance, so it gets affected by the this curves and vibrance effect, and then you can reduce the opacity to give a different kind of effect. So as you can see, this is the final output, and this is the image that we started with. So just in little to no time we created this really funky effect, and this filter is really awesome. You can be creative and try it on animals, fruits, or anywhere you want. The possibilities are just endless. And I really hope that you guys learned something from this video, and if you did, hit that like button so I can know. And if you have any kind of questions or suggestions regarding this video, please feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And if you want to check out even more Photoshop effects like this, you can click on any of these boxes, and you can also subscribe to my channel, so every time I upload a new video you will get the update. Plus, clicking on that subscribe button will take you to my channel, where I have more than 85 free Photoshop tutorials just waiting for you. So till then, goodbye, take care, and have some fun with Photoshop.